Good morning, student. Today I am going to deal with the topic which is common for both NEET exam as well as IIT JEE and all competitive exams. For almost all competitive exams, surely you are going to get one, but only one question. Even especially National Defence Academy, they have asked this projectile motion 3 questions on the one particular year, but one question is sure to expect. And for that you need what is the detailed theory. Simple student, they what is that they write the formula without visualizing what actually is happening and substitute and getting it. It is not possible. And majority of the student, they are going through the what is that all four choice, and by guess they do it, hit and run method. That doesn't work. Therefore, here I am going to do that topic bit little elaborately. And once again, this is the program for career guidance and placement cell program for economically and academically weaker section of the student, but it is cutting across the state as well as nation also. For different country, I am getting the problems from even for other country. They are giving a few problems. It is though out of syllabus we are solving, and you have to go through all the lessons. Then only you'll know what are the things, how we have diversified the topic. Now coming to that one, projectile motion. Projectile motion. See, when a cricket ball is thrown by a fielder or a football player kick the ball, what direction it goes? It follows some path, is not this curved path. In fact, in absence of air resistance, the path of the ball is a parabolic. Okay, and this object that thrown in a similar manner are called projectile. They call this called projectile. Okay, now this is the war period. Even the rocket, missiles, all are projectiles. It will follow the path. Throughout this motion, remember, throughout the motion, the velocity of the particle, subject C, horizontal component, remain same throughout the motion. Velocity along, say, x-axis, it remain constant. But here, velocity, vertical velocity, it gradually decreases and vertical velocity becomes zero here. Here maximum, then gradually it becomes zero because this vertical velocity affected by gravity. Therefore, throughout the motion, the projectile is subject to a force of gravity. In this condition, horizontal component of the velocity of the projectile remain constant, but the vertical component is subject to a acceleration due to gravity. Now I'll write the diagram in a better way. See, this is the x-axis and y-axis. O is the origin. The body is projected. U is the initial velocity of the projectile, and theta is the angle of projectile. The path or the trajectory is what? A parabola. Okay, it's a parabola. Now, this is the initial velocity, and choose some point P. Here V is the velocity at any instant. That means in that instant, it would have covered so much distance. This much height it would have covered. The same instant it would have covered this much horizontal distance. That means after 3 seconds the body would have reached here, 4th second here, another 4 seconds it comes to the ground and reach at the particular point, say R. This is called the maximum distance, horizontal distance covered, that is called range. This is the maximum height the projectile reached for a given angle. Now, Now here u is the uh, initial velocity. What is the initial velocity? U, the initial velocity, resolving into two mutually perpendicular components. I resolve it into two mutually perpendicular components like this. See, this is u, this is theta, ux is equal to u cos theta, uy is equal to u sin theta. Therefore, you got your ux and uy. Ux is u cos theta, u sin theta. Now again here also resolve into two mutually perpendicular component, Vx and Vy. Theta remains same. Then this is velocity at any instant, right? Here what? Ux and Uy is equal to u sin theta. Now we got these two components, first equation. And next initial velocity is over. Next velocity at any instant, that is v. Again what? Vx is equal to Vx and, but Vx and Ux remain same. Vx everywhere, that means horizontal component remain same. Therefore, Vx is also same as Ux is equal to constant. That is the first assumption. Then Vx is equal to Ux. That means Vx is equal to, what is Ux? U cos theta. The second horizontal component you have done. Then what about the vertical component, Vy? You know, V is equal to U plus AT. I can do it, right? V is equal to U plus AT. Because why I write A here for vertical? Because acceleration due to gravity acting downwards. Therefore, I am using vertical velocity. For vertical, I use this. Therefore, Vy is equal to, Vy is equal to this also. See, this is, I am shifting here. Uy, initial velocity, this is the final velocity. I'll write the diagram here. See, what is the initial velocity at O? Uy. Final velocity is what? Vy. Can you follow? Vector can be shifted. Vector I can shift from here to here. As long as the direction is same, it will not change. Therefore, this is Uy, this is Vy. Therefore, V is equal to U plus AT. Vy is equal to Uy minus, instead of V I write G. Got it? Therefore, now V is equal to U plus UT. Just you do this. And here I use this equation Vx. Now initial velocity I have done, velocity at any time I have done, right? Now velocity, initial velocity, velocity at any time. Okay, what? Initial velocity, velocity at any time. Next, displacement or distance covered or displacement. Next, third point, displacement. What are the displacement you will observe here? One is horizontal displacement, another is vertical displacement. Now, what is the horizontal displacement is taken by the projectile? This one. And this is the vertical displacement. Horizontal displacement, as you know, the horizontal velocity remain constant, right? Horizontal velocity remain constant. Therefore, what is Vx? Vx is equal to U cos theta. Velocity is equal to distance by time taken. Is it not? Velocity is equal to distance covered during that time. Therefore, what is the distance covered? X. T is the time. This is equal to u cos theta. Therefore, what you write? X is equal to u cos theta into T. This is the third equation. Horizontal distance. Then now I want to calculate the vertical velocity. Vertical velocity. That is, initial velocity is uy and vy is equal to 0, as you know. Same thing. Acceleration is equal to minus g. What is displacement? S is equal to h or y, you can write y. This is the y. Therefore, which formula I can use? S is equal to ut plus half at square. I can use because acceleration is involved. It involves acceleration. Therefore, in place of Vs, I will write y. This is equal to initial velocity is uy t minus of acceleration is g t square. I'll write it what? Y is equal to uy t minus half gt square. Then what is uy? What is uy? Uy is u sin theta. U sin theta t minus half gt square. Fourth equation. Now, the path described, see the path described by the projectile is called trajectory. This is called trajectory. See, I want to eliminate this time t. See how to do this. T is there. You can eliminate using these two equations, 4 and 5. See, what is t? T can be written as x by u cos theta. Therefore, that t I am going to substitute in both the place. I'll tell you why. Here what? Y is equal to u sin theta. T is equal to x by u cos theta minus half g t square is equal to x by u cos theta the whole square. Then u get cancelled. Sin theta by cos theta, tan theta. Y is equal to tan theta x minus half g x square by u square cos square theta. Or I'll write y is also equal to what? Tan x tan theta x minus g by 2 u square cos square theta x square. So this is the form of what? Y is equal to some bx minus cx square, and b and c are called some constant. This is the equation represent parabola. Equation of parabola where vertex at the top. Vertex at the top. See, vertex is at the top. This is the vertex. Now they may ask you, prove that the projectile, this is a path is what? Projectile. And what are the other questions you can expect in NEET? NEET you ask the vertical component at the maximum height is 0, remember. Which is always constant. The horizontal velocity remain constant always. This is always constant. Sure, they will ask. Good. Now theta is angle of projection. Next, here I want to find what is the time taken to reach the maximum height. What is the time? This is time. If v is equal to 0, here what? Vertical velocity. Look. Here Vy equal to 0. T is equal to time required to reach the maximum height h. In that case, what I write? Here I know Vy. Here V, this is Vy, this is Uy. You know V is equal to U plus At, no? The Vy is equal to Uy minus Gt. At this point A, at A, Vy equal to 0. 0 is equal to, then T becomes Tm. What is Tm? Time required to reach the maximum height. Now what I write? This becomes 0, Uy minus G Tm. You bring this side, G Tm is equal to Uy. But you know what is Uy? Uy is U sin theta. Therefore, U sin theta, Tm is equal to U sin theta by G. Therefore, time required to reach the maximum. I used to remember USA, United States of America, G, like that. Instead of A, I write theta. I used to remember USA. What is time of flight? It's called time of flight. That is time during which the projectile staying in the air. Right? Time of ascent equal to time of descent. Is not. Time of ascent is equal to time of descent. Time of ascent and time of descent, Tm only. The time of flight should be equal to 2 times time required to reach maximum height. You understood? Therefore, what is time of flight? Time of flight is equal to 2 times Tm, that is 2u sin theta by G. Now you got it. Like 2 USA. Got it? See, now I want to calculate the maximum height. How to calculate the maximum height? It is very simple. Use this formula. I'll write this y is equal to, as usual, here y is equal to u cos theta, y is equal to u sin theta into t minus of gt square, correct? Here, when t is equal to Tm, when t is equal to Tm, what happened to this y? Y gradually increases to h, is it not? Then y becomes h, the maximum height. Therefore, you substitute here. Y becomes h. H is equal to u sin theta. T becomes Tm minus of g. T square is what? Tm the whole square. Okay. Now I'll write y is equal to h is equal to u sin theta Tm. Instead of Tm, what I write? Tm is u sin theta. Here say there is u sin theta by g minus of g Tm square, no? The Tm square, that is u sin theta g the whole square. Now you simplify here. U into u square. Sin theta, sin square theta minus of g u square sin square theta by g square. G get cancelled. That is equal to u square sin square theta minus u square sin square theta by 2g. Now which is the common factor? U square, this is common factor. U square sin square theta is a common factor. 1 minus half. 1 minus half is equal to half. Therefore, the maximum height is equal to u square sin square theta by, your g is there, right? Here g also I have not written, right? G and 2. Therefore, the maximum height is equal to, right, u square sin square theta by 2g. I got it. Now, when t is equal to tf, what happens? X gradually reaches to range, is it not? When t is equal to. Therefore, here, what is the horizontal displacement? X is equal to ut cos theta. Therefore, all these things you have to imagine. See here itself. This is the maximum height. Here, x, this is y, and r is the range. This tm and tf is total, right? When t becomes tf, x becomes r, correct? X becomes r. Therefore, you know x is equal to what? X is equal to u cos theta. X is equal to what? U cos theta into t. Is it not? From the equation 3. Therefore, x becomes r u cos theta, t becomes tf. Okay? Therefore, x becomes r u cos theta, tf is equal to 2 us here, right? 2 us here. That means 2 times u sin theta by g. In other words, range is equal to 2, see here u into u square, 2 sin theta cos theta by g. You know this is the formula. What 2 sin theta cos theta is nothing but sin 2 theta. The range is equal to u square by g sin 2 theta. Now the angle of projection is differ, right? This is 10 degree, 20 degree, 30 degree, 40 degree and all. For different angle, right? Different range. Range depends upon the angle. At what angle I have to project so that range should be maximum range. That is the condition. U is constant. Initial velocity is constant. G is also constant. Initially, whatever the velocity in which I project, it will not change forever. Angle it can be changed. That means what? How to make the maximum? What is the maximum value of sin 2 theta? Sin 2 theta maximum value is what? Plus 1. That is possible only what? 2 theta should be 90. Sin 90 is what? Sin 90 is equal to 1. Therefore, theta should be 45 degree. Therefore, for R maximum, sin 2 theta should be 1. That is called maximum value. 2 theta should be what? 90 degree, or theta should be 45 degree. Therefore, if theta is equal to 45 degree, this becomes 1. Therefore, R maximum u square by g. In general, range is equal to R maximum sin 2 theta. Understood? Where R maximum is equal to this value. Now you have to remember all these formulas. What are the formulas? You have to remember. First one, x is equal to u cos theta into t, y equal to I'll write all that. On the first site, I am not getting it, everything. Other what? U sin theta t minus half g t square then v square vy square p is equal to uy minus gt. This is to find out velocity at any instant, right? And also time to reach maximum height is what? U sin theta by g. Then time of flight is equal to 2u sin theta by g. The maximum height reached is how much? Square both sides. This is square it. U square sin square theta. Don't put g square, that if you square it, slip off. Square it will slipping off, right? I remember like that only. Squaring. When I square it, the 2 slips off. Maximum height. Then what is the range? A range is equal to u square by 2g. See, this is u square by, here 2 also slips here. Sine, the 2 comes here. Power becomes the coefficient. For what is this? Is R maximum? U square by 2g. And is there any other formulas to be remembered? See, I don't know where it is going to be useful. Y is equal to tan theta x minus g by u square 2u square cos square theta x square, equation of parabola. This much you have learnt in the college level, right? They'll teach. Then when you go to the entrance papers, when you start solving, you will get all that. Okay? That I will continue in the next class. Thank you.